A lot of talk recently about how to reduce gun violence. In fact, that provided one of the most emotional moments in last night's State of the Union address. Now there's a move in Virginia to curb the way in which some guns are sold. Northern Virginia Bureau Chief Jeff Goldberg joins us live from Springfield. Jeff, I understand this is about those so-called straw man purchases.
That's right, Maureen. We're talking about people who legally buy guns for those who cannot legally buy for themselves. Following Newtown, Virginia Governor Bob McDonnell convened a safety task force, and now he's promoting 8 different bills in the legislature aimed at curbing violence, mostly dealing with school safety. But the straw man bill deals with gun purchases, although critics say it's hardly dealing with the problem at all. If you ask people in Virginia whether illegal gun sales should result in tougher penalties,
absolutely,
you'll find plenty of agreement.
I would hope so, yeah.
Well, I would be in favor of stronger penalties.
But opinions differ on whether proposals from Governor Bob McDonnell go far enough, specifically when it comes to so-called straw man gun sales. That's when someone legally buys a gun, then sells it to someone who can't legally buy on their own, like a felon or someone with a mental illness.
If someone gives us a bad feeling or they're just not acting properly, we refuse to sell.
At Blue Ridge Arsenal in Chantilly, Mark Warner is meticulous about sales. He opposes new gun laws, but thinks increasing punishment for straw man buyers from 1 to 5 years in prison to 2 to 10 years could be a strong deterrent.
And if you're going to break the rules, break the laws, then you pay the price for it.
You need to increase the penalties and actually carry out the law.
at least it's a start.
But critics call the straw man plan window dressing, something that gives the impression of action but without substance. They favor tighter laws like mandatory background checks for private sales, closing the so-called gun show loophole.
Anything that reduces the number of guns on the street is a good idea.
Are we really going to do something this time? Anything is better than nothing.
The bill also calls for a mandatory 1-year sentence for the person who enlists the so-called straw man to make that gun purchase. The measure passed the Senate Finance Committee today in Richmond by a vote of 15-0, moving it one step closer to becoming law. Live in Springfield, Jeff Goldberg, ABC 7 News.